What's up, everybody? Steve Johnson, also known as Forsaken Warrior, here again for an episode of Jailhouse Strong program. This will be the fourth one that I've done, and I've been trying to bring these to you guys basically almost on a daily basis, if I can, at least a couple times a week. This video is similar to one that I posted earlier in the week, and had to do with my squat day basically. I'm not using a straight bar. We're using all specialty bars. As you can see, that's the safety squat bar by Elite FTS. And what I'm doing right there, number one, I'm warming up with an empty bar. The bar weighs 65 pounds. I'm warming up with Hatfield squats. And I've been getting a lot of questions on what a Hatfield squat is. Basically, a Hatfield squat made famous by Dr. Fred Hatfield, also known as Dr. Squat. May he rest in peace. He just passed away earlier in 2017. But these were made famous by him. Dr. Squat, look him up, Fred Hatfield. But basically, it's a hands-free squat. We're balancing the safety squat bar on our back, our shoulders. A lot of people think that it's hard to do. It's not. The bar will stay there. Just don't thrust your back straight backwards. It could fall off. So basically what you're seeing here is me going through the warm-ups leading up to my top set. Josh Bryant has me doing, for a top set, 635 for 2 sets of 5. Basically what this squat is, it's a way to overload your squat. So the reason your hands are down is in case you need assistance. That's where the overloading comes from. I could put more on the bar and handle more weight for reps and sets, so I get more work done at a heavier weight and volume than I normally could. So it's an overloaded squat, similar to if you think of the concept of having reverse bands on your squat. In the hole of the squat, the reverse bands are going to help pull you out, help assist you stand upright, so that way you can squat a heavier weight and the lockout's just a little bit tougher. Key to these is sitting back, more of a vertical shin angle, and pushing off your heels, driving your back straight up, because the safety squat bar is going to want to drive your face down into the ground. So we got to keep our back tight, core locked in, and I try to use as little as assistance as possible with my hands. So here's the first top set. A little blurry there, camera autofocus. 635. I did that for 2 sets of 5, and I try to explode out of the bottom as fast as I can. I believe on this one I actually bump the rack. Right there is where I hit it. So obviously it catches you off guard. It throws you out of your rhythm a little bit. So definitely have to recompose and get all the work done. I'm using the Rogue mini mono attachments on that rack. It's a little easier, so when you stand up, the attachments move out of the way, so I don't have to move around with the squat bar on my back. It's just a little easier. And those band hooks I've been using as handles, as opposed to the video you guys saw previously of me using the barbell in the front, which is just another way of doing it. Again, I bumped the rack, and that's my fault because I'm pushing forward. I'm not pushing off my heels. That's just with a little bit of fatigue and just trying to get the reps out. Right here, for a couple more weeks, Josh is going to have me doing some belt squatting, some Hatfield squats. Those are not fast forwarded. I am moving at that speed. It's 430 pounds for 12 reps. Basically, I try to blast out of the hole as powerfully as possible, almost like I'm going to jump. That helps with acceleration, force production, stuff like that. And it generates the speed that a lot of people always ask me for. Now, of course, this angle was shot strictly for the ladies, as you can see the thirst angle there, so you can get a nice shot of my buns and my hamstrings blowing up there. Feel free to comment on that. But like I said, we're trying to come out as forcefully as possible out of the hole. Uh, the my least favorite movement, just because I feel weird. Basically, I feel my quads smashing into my rib cage. Single leg press, 280 pounds for 12 reps. It's fairly easy for me. I get as much depth as I can as possible. You can see my knee is basically headed towards my face. But definitely no quarter squatting like you would see in the commercial gym when people load on the weight. If they actually opened up their hips and actually came down to somewhat of a depth, they probably would not be able to load 14, 15 plates on the leg press. Here's the, so you had me doing 2 sets of 12, 2 sets each leg. And like I said, these hurt me for some reason. I've actually had a good deal of rib pain at one point, the lower ribs, and I'm assuming that's just from my leg crashing into my body, and obviously being bracing and being under tension, all that stuff too, helping to contribute to that. That pain is long gone. Also, a lot of you guys probably been wondering what's my bench workout look like. I will be filming that today. I kind of did things a little out of order, and when I started filming these videos, I didn't film a bench workout, but I will get it today. So right here, these are a motherfucker. It's a body weight movement, but it's just taxing on your back. That's what it's for. We're trying to build my upper middle back. A lot of newer lifters, they neglect that development part of their back. Once you increase the strength in your upper back, generally you'll see all your lifts go up across the board. So what these are body weight inverted rows. My legs are bent, but I promise I am not using assistance. I could put like like a box or something in front of me and I could rest my legs on, something like that. So I just have them propped up. It's just comfortable for me like that. And we fast forwarded a little bit to get us through that scene kind of quickly. Here is leg curls. It's a plate loaded machine, so the weight's loaded on the other side. He had me doing 3 sets with only a 45-second rest, 12, 10, and then 8 reps. So the first set you saw there was 12. We're going to go here on 10. Casually having conversation. Yes, I'm getting a little bit of body English in there. That's just my way of doing it, and I just want to get the volume out. That's what I'm trying to do. The rest might have been longer than 45 seconds. I was kind of just counting in my head. Everybody's always wondering my body weight too, and how I weigh 300 pounds, and I must be 7 feet tall because I'm so lean. Well, if you look at the side of me, look how dense I am. Look how thick. I'm almost a foot deep. Here, my favorite movement. I purposely use a bar with the least amount of knurling, and it's bent, to make this harder. See a nice bloodshot there from some of my friends and spectators in the gym. But these are suitcase deadlifts. And the key is to pick the bar up evenly. And obviously it's a little harder, and you can tell on this one that the grip's a little harder on this one because I'm grabbing it, looks like where the barbell happens to be bent. But I fixed that right up on the second set. So 2 sets of 3. We're building up basically 5 pounds a week on these, 5 to 10 pounds depending how easy they are for me the previous week. But like I said, the key is to grab the bar evenly in the middle, and you'll see, boom, I picked that one up perfectly. To drive, if you want to drive your heels down into the ground and push off your quad, is basically what I'm doing. I'm not getting down as far as I would in a normal deadlift stance. I got some pretty high hips on these, which is normally my deadlift style anyways, if you've seen. So that's the last workout. Thanks again, guys. I'm going to be putting up as much of these videos as possible. Visit my sponsors, 8 Man Strong, Slingshot, Pioneer Fit. Check out the gym, Chicago Barbell Compound. That's chicagobarbellcompound.com, or on Instagram. And also follow my Instagram too. See some motivational stuff. Got some big news coming in the next couple weeks. And that's basically it. So I definitely appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I promise I will have a bench press video.